sent me from Kearney to McCook. No, I came from Loop City to McCook to Ogallala and to Kearney.
Okay.
And this was in the morning, and it was kind of little foggy spots here and there. And one of my friends met me. He knew I was going to go on this solo flight. He met me at the airport and tried to talk me out of it for these low clouds, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I checked with flight service in Grand Island, and they said their clouds will either burn off or else they will rise
Okay.
above them. And I could see that the sky was clear. So I said, no, I need to go with Lawrence Hanson. And so I flew I took off. Flew to McCook. And I was above, went through the cloud. It was just scattered, broke the clouds here and there. Then they started to raise up. So I just found a hole in between them and
Shot through?
yeah, and put full power in and
Yeah.
went up through them. And I landed at McCook, had my logbook signed by the operator. And that was kind of an experience too. The airport at McCook has a hill in it.
Uphill or downhill? Which way did
There's
you
a
go?
hill. There's a hill. It's just
Oh, on the runway?
in the
In the
runway.
middle of the
yeah.
runway?
That's not fair.
That is
I
weird.
got down on final, and I'm checking everything, the land. Talk to the man. There was a man on duty at the radio at McCook. I talked to the man, go clearance to land, and I get lined up at the runway. First one I can't see the other end of the runway.
The hill
Because
was
of the hill.
Because I was down.
That's just
I was
crazy.
down in the creek.
Oh.
That's just crazy because you have ground effect, and when you're down there, so either it's like a really short runway, like you have a mountain at the end of it. I mean, how big of it? What was the?
It's wonder you don't take off
What was
again.
the difference from the
I
middle to?
don't know.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yikes. McCook is very hilly.
So that was.
Yeah.
They should have leveled off the
You'd
runway.
think
though.
so. That would be sort of a priority, wouldn't you?
I've never been there before, and I
You would think you'd
I
almost
didn't know
want to
where
take off
they
again,
were.
whether you want to or not.
What happened?
Good thing it
I'm
wasn't
down
at
on
night.
final, I'm getting ready to flare, you know.
Yeah.
I look up and where's my runway?
Oh my God.
You know, imagine that being at night and not knowing.
Not knowing.
Oh,
At,
wow.
at Millard in Omaha, the city, there used to be no highways, and the interstate is right there. And the city, on one of those overpass interstate areas, put a light
Right in front of
right on the runway. So there's now an obstacle right there, which is no big deal, except for it's perfectly aligned with the runway. So at night, if the light's out, if anybody doesn't know, they would potentially, or a wing could hit it. I mean, it's just, it's
Yeah.
at the height that somebody could just clip it. So there's been complaints, but they haven't changed it yet.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Oh,
Then on this, flew to McCook, got my logbook signed, took off for Ogallala. That was supposed to be my next stop. In Ogallala, there's at the end of the runway, the north-south runway, it was right up against some hills. And I'm on final. I'm coming in to land, and I'm going down along this hill. You know, and I'm just I'm all right. I got plenty of altitude yet, but there's this windmill down there. And I looked around. What was that? The windmill.
Oh my goodness. Obstacle course.
Yeah.
Way to make your heart beat
Usually
fast.
those are on the maps. I mean, they put those on the maps
Yeah.
so you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting to see a windmill go faster like that.
Casey, was that the trip when your instructor said something about
Cut the power.
cut the power, and you said you started saying the Hail Mary?
What would you do if?
Or what would you do?
They practiced an engine out. What would you do if an engine went out?
Yeah. We were taking off here at Liv City from the airport. And I had full power and, you know, and I broke ground and I was climbing out nice. And he said, your power is right in the center. And you push in on it for more speed. And he just took my hand and pushed it in. He said, you lost half your power, what are you gonna do? I sat down there.
Holy Christ.
Got a dirty look.
Some people don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't expecting that. I apologize for it. Got on the ground. He didn't take it all off, he just pushed it in about halfway, said, you lost half your power, what are you gonna do?
Always the comedian, huh?
Yeah.
Were you taking? Was that during takeoff?
Yeah.
I didn't have any wine today,
Climb
since
up.
I can't
I
drink
was
Diet
off the
Pop at
ground,
night.
yeah.
Wine will do it,
I
that's
just
good.
climbed
That's what I
out.
think.
Yeah. So it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's before when you fly the pattern, you know, when you're taking off, you go so high and you make a left turn.
I decided I don't like right patterns very much.
Oh, yeah?
I
That's,
like left patterns much better than right patterns. The view is different. So when you do things and what it looks like when you turn, you're on the other side of the airplane. So it's like flying right seat, and so your view is different. So I'm not used to it. So
You're talking you bank?
well,
Yeah,
you have this airport. Here's your runway, and you take off. And usually the standard is you turn left.
Oh.
So you go like this and do a flight if you're going to turn around and come and land. So then all the airplanes are all going the same pattern, right? But some airports, because maybe the city is right there and they don't want to fly over the houses, they'll have a right pattern. Or maybe there's an obstacle there, and so they change what direction everybody goes.
Oh, that would be
And
hard.
that's what that means, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the, but
left-hand pattern, right-hand pattern.
yeah.
It'd be like driving a car in Europe on the
On the
right
other
side.
side.
Oh, I can imagine
Isn't
that.
Only the car tips, and it goes forward, and it goes up, and their picture is completely different.
Wow.
The weird thing is too, the stall horn. At first, when the stall horn was going off, I'm like, can somebody turn that off? It was just annoying me, and it was just this constant alarm going off in the airplane, and that's just to tell you a warning. It's kind of like an indicator light, warning you that your plane's about to stall. So, but actually we practice stalls, and all you do is let the nose come down and your plane flies fine. So it's to teach you,
And you had power.
yeah, and you add power. Well, it also, they're teaching me to stall to land, basically.
Sure,
Stall,
sure.
because it's such a light and,
You just hold back on the control. You get as slow as you can, and pretty soon you stall. It quits flying.
yeah. And then you
So-
just gradually pull back so you don't plunk down.
Right.
You just,
So
You're gonna be
you-
fine.
You have full power, and you have to push the nose down to get your airspeed again.
yeah.
And that would be against all your basic instincts, wouldn't it?
Right. Now, when you're up in the air, no big deal. But when you're close to the ground, it's a little scarier.
Yeah.
But it happens. The stall warning sound sometimes goes on when you're landing.
Mhm.
Was that the same in your
Mhm.
airplane?
Yeah.
So that means you're doing something right in that case.
Yeah. It goes up.
Yes.
But if your stall buzzard goes on, you better have the end of the runway in sight.
Yeah, yeah. Or give it power and have enough power to climb out.
And push the nose down.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta get your airspeed back up.
And the instinct, if you're gonna stall, you think you're gonna pull, but no, you push so your nose goes down so you can catch the lift.
Yeah, you gotta push your nose down.
It would be
Get your-
hard, wouldn't it, to think
Get
of
your
going.
airspeed back up again.
Against your
The
face, against
tri-pitcher that I learned to fly in,
Brakes.
you couldn't, it wouldn't low speed stall.
It wouldn't?
Mm.
It was
You
just
can
so
hold it
efficient?
hold it back and hold it back and the airspeed is dropping down, and pretty soon the airplane just started doing that. It just wouldn't stall.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I've got quite a little time in a 172. And the 172 was stalled.
Yeah, that's the one I'm learning in.
The tri-pitcher wouldn't stall.
That's
It's
interesting.
just like a leaf falling off of a tree. It just kind of, float, just sink.
Very interesting.
Wow.
So some of the things are counterintuitive.
Yeah, I can sure see where it would be.
And what you do up in the air is different than what you do in landing as far as steering. So you think that you have it, and it's a little different when you're landing. So that's why landings are kind of hard.
I would think.
But, no problem. Smooth sailing.
God, you know, you think about the pilot